welcome to the International Chidon Sefer Hamitzvos 5778 Tafshin Ayin Ches. Please join me in welcoming the 1,675 Chidon contestants from 75 schools around the world. Anash Kinder, Chabad Youth Melbourne, Australia, Hasidus Club New Haven, Cheder at the Oihel, Cheder Chabad Baltimore, Cheder Chabad Muncie, Cheder Chabad Philadelphia, Cheder Chabad Sydney, Australia, Cheder Chabad Toronto, Cheder Lubavitch Chicago, Cheder Lubavitch Morristown, Cheder Menachem Los Angeles, Cheder Menachem New Jersey, Cheder Menachem Wilkes-Barre, CMCH Atlanta, Darche Menachem Crown Heights, Hebrew Academy Margate, Florida, Hebrew Academy Tampa Bay, Hillel Academy Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Kesset Torah College Sydney, Australia, Lubavitch Boys London, England, Lubavitch Cheder St. Paul, Minnesota, Lubavitch Educational Center, Florida, Lubavitch Yeshiva Ocean Parkway, Lubavitch Yeshiva Crown Heights, Maimonides Day School Albany, Maimonides Day School Portland, Menachem Mendel Seattle Cheder, My Shliach, Ole Menachem Postville, Ole Torah Crown Heights, or Menachem Crown Heights, or Temivim Buffalo, New York, Torah Academy Johannesburg, Torah Day School Houston, Texas, Tzivos Hashem Long Beach, Tzivos Hashem Toronto, Ontario, Tzivos Hashem Vancouver, Yeshiva Schools of Pittsburgh, Yeshivas Temchet Nimich, Lubavitch, Montreal. And now, a grand welcome to the Chidon Sefer Hamitzvos 5778 with your host, Rabbi Yehoshua Lustig.
Welcome to the International Chidon Mitzvahs Tafshin Ayin Ches. Let us begin by welcoming our judges of today's game show, the creators of the Sararor Yahadus curriculum, Rabbi Zalman Glick, Rabbi Shalom Lane, Rabbi Levi Zirkin, and Rabbi Yosef Zirkin. On our stage, we have the first four of our 8 teams who will compete in a 3-round Chidon Mitzvahs Game Show Championship. And on our right, let's welcome Team Sefer Hamitzvos. Moving over to the left, we have Team Yad HaChazaka. And going over to the left side, we have Team Perek Echad. And finally, on our far left, we have Team Shleisha Prakim. Welcome to round 1 of the game show. Sitting over here on our first row, we have the Chayalim of the 4th grade who have studied Yahadus book number 1, which contains 86 mitzvahs from the Svarim of Mada and Ahava. Making our way upstage on the 2nd row, we have the 5th graders who have studied Yahadus book number 2, containing 145 mitzvahs from the Svarim of Zmanim, Nashim, Kedusha, and Hafla. Making our way further upstage, we have the 6th graders who have studied Yahadus book number 2, also containing 100, Yahadus book number 3, also containing 145 mitzvahs from the Svarim of Zroim and Avaida. And our 4th row, we have the 7th graders who studied Yahadus book number 4, which covers 122 mitzvahs from a continuation of Avaida, Karbanos, Tahara, and Nizikin. And finally, on our very top row, we have our 8th graders who have studied Yahadus book number 5, which contains 115 mitzvahs from the last 3 Svarim of Kinyan, Mishpatim, and Shoftim. Ever since the Chidon has relaunched 5 years ago, this is our very first time that we have the complete Sararor Yahadus curriculum. And on stage with us, we have all 613 mitzvahs. And for round one, here are the rules of the game show. We are going to ask a question to one grade at a time, starting with the fourth graders on the bottom row. Chayalim, are you ready? Here are your rules. Rule number one, after a question is asked, the team that knows the answer needs to hit their buzzer. Whichever team hits their buzzer first gets to say the answer. Rule number two, teams have only 15 seconds to press their buzzer to earn full points. After 15 seconds, the question will be worth half the amount of points. Rule number three, once the buzzer is pressed by a team, they have 45 seconds to provide a complete answer to the question. And rule number four, if the answer is correct, they will earn 100 points, which will be reflected on the scoreboards. And if they give a wrong or incomplete answer, that team will lose 100 points. We are ready to move on to our first question, but just before we begin, I'd like everybody to be familiar with the buzzer sound. So I'm gonna ask fourth grade of Parak Echad Liyayim to please press the buzzer. That's what it sounds like. Let's please reset the buzzer. And the game is on. And our very first question for this game show, Tafshin Ayin Ches, goes to our fourth graders. And your question is, on Har Sinai, Moshe Rabbeinu received rules about the mitzvah of tefillin. What are 5 of them? Oh, that was very quick. We could barely put our countdown clock on. And you have 45 seconds to provide a complete answer.
They must be black.
They must be black. Which part of the tefillin?
The straps.
Straps, that's 1.
And the ink must be black.
The ink must be black, there's 2.
The sinew should be from a kosher animal.
The sinews should be from a kosher animal, 3. 20 seconds left.
And it must be
One second. What do you use the sinews for?
What are the sinews for? Let's stop the clock for a second because he knows them, but the judges asked the question.
To tie them together.
To tie them. Okay, that's good. You have 2 more, and we're going to give you 20 seconds to say 2 more.
The parchment must come from a kosher animal.
The parchment must come from a kosher animal is 4.
The shalroy should be in the shape of a yud.
The shalroish kesher has to be in the shape of a...
Dollar.
That will be a 5th condition. Plus 100 points for team Yad HaChazaka. What a start to the game show. That was scary. And our next question goes 1 row up to the 2nd row to our 5th graders. Here is your question. Buzzers reset. Name 5 mitzvahs min Torah about Shabbos. Whoa. We don't even need a countdown clock. What are the 5 mitzvahs?
Not to work on Shabbos.
Not to work on Shabbos is 1.
To rest on Shabbos.
To rest on Shabbos is 2.
Not to punish on Shabbos.
Bezdin should not hand out punishments on Shabbos is 3.
Not to go out of the tchum on
Not
Shabbos.
to go out of the tchum is 4.
And to sanctify Shabbos.
Sanctify Shabbos with words, Kiddush and Havdalah. You named 5 mitzvahs, Mina Torah about Shabbos, plus 100 points for team Sefer Hamitzvos. Our next question goes 1 row up to the Chayalim who studied book 3, sitting on our 3rd row. And your question is, name 3 mitzvahs loisa say connected to the area past the Mizbeach. And the buzzer was pressed by Team Parak Shleisha Prakim Liyayim.
Not to go past the Mizbeach when you're drunk.
Not to go past the Mizbeach when you're drunk is 1.
Not to go past the Mizbeach when you have a tear in your clothes.
When you have ripped clothing is 2.
And not to go past the Mizbeach when you're tummy.
Not to go past the Mizbeach when your tummy will not count. It's not specifically for past the Mizbeach. That's the whole Mikdash. 1 more mitzvah of past the Mizbeach.
Not
20
to go
seconds.
past the Mizbeach when you're drunk.
We said drunk, you said ripped clothing.
Azar shouldn't go past the Mizbeach.
Again?
Azar.
Azar is the whole Mikdash. It will not count. You're saying mitzvahs. It just doesn't count for this one.
Long hair, long hair.
What did you say?
Long hair.
Long hair, you got it in the last second on the buzzer. Plus 100 points for Team Shleisha Prakim. A Kayin cannot go past the Mizbeach if he's drunk, has ripped clothing, or has long hair. And our next question goes up to the 4th row, to the 7th graders who studied Yehada's book, number 4. And here is your question. Name... Hold up. Please reset the buzzer. Buzzers are reset. Here we go. 7th graders, here's your question. Name 3 mitzvahs that have details connected to a color. And the buzzer was pressed by Team Yada Chazaka. 3 mitzvahs that are connected.
Turas Begadim.
Tumas Begadim is connected.
Turas.
Turas Begadim.
Turas in a
Connected
house.
to green or red.
Turas in a house.
One second.
Turas of the house.
And turas on your skin.
Turas of the skin. Say one more for the judges. Just say
And-
one more. Because the Begadim, they were not responsible
I
for the
said-
details, but he's not wrong. It's connected to a color. Say one more with a color.
Oh, Meister Behema.
Meister Behema?
Because you have to.
All right, Meister Behema will count. You have 100 points added to your team for the team Yad HaChazaka. And our last buzzer question for round 1 will go to the 8th graders on the top row who studied Yehada's book number 5. Listen closely, and I'll say it twice. Name 2 examples when one says or does something and he's over 3 mitzvahs laisasei. 2 such examples. Parak echad layayim. Don't tell me the mitzvahs, tell me the examples of what the person did.
About a coin gadol going into an oil.
A kohen gadol who goes into the oil. Is he over 3? We don't know of that, but if you tell us 3, maybe you're right.
Which 3 mitzvahs?
Any coin that comes in contact with Chuma's mace.
If you're right, the judges did not have this in mind.
Cursing the head of a Sanhedrin.
What's the next one you said?
Not to curse the head of a Sanhedrin.
Not to curse the head of Sanhedrin. One would be over 3 mitzvahs. Let's say that's 1. We're going to give him time because the judges asked questions, so we're going to give him time. Try to think of one more. Let's give 20 seconds.
Not to curse a ger.
Not to curse a ger, not to hurt a ger verbally. You're over 3 mitzvahs. Let's say that is correct. Plus 100 points to team Parak Echad. We have just concluded our buzzer questions for round 1. And now we move on to the exciting bonus question of round 1. And this is how it will work. In this bonus round is the round where every mitzvah counts. We are going to ask an open-ended question, a separate question to each grade. Each grade will have their own question. Open-ended means that we're going to ask you to list as many mitzvahs as possible that you could think of from your book that are connected to a specific category. For example, but this is not your question, name all the mitzvahs in your book that are connected to grapes or wine. That's not your question. And you have to work together as a team. One person writes, everybody can talk to him, and work together as a team to come up with as many mitzvahs as possible in 60 seconds. And for the rules, rule number 1, your team has 60 seconds to write down as many mitzvahs as you can think of together. Rule number 2, mitzvahs must be written down each on a separate line on the paper that you have in front of you. Rule number 3, writing a broad term will only count as 1 mitzvah. But if you write the specifics and all those specifics answer the question, then you will get another mitzvah for each specific one. For example, if karbanos would match your answer, if you write the word karbanos, that's a very general, broad term, you'll get 1 mitzvah. But if you write the Karban Musaf of Shabbos, the Karban Musaf of Rosh Hashanah, the Karban Musaf of Yom Kippur, each on a separate line, you will get a point, a mitzvah counted for each one. And rule number 4, if you're in the middle of writing down a mitzvah, when our 60-second clock runs out, you need to drop your pen, and the judges will determine if that mitzvah should count. Now, Chayalim, please listen up, and please remember that this is not a writing competition. So when you come up with a mitzvah, you just need to jot it down as quickly as you can, that we know when we collect the answers that you had that in mind. You do not need to write the whole name of the mitzvah. So to use our karbanos example, you would not have to write mitzvah lahakriv karban musaf b'yayim haShabbos. You would not need to do that. You could just write musaf Shabbos, and that would be more than enough. I'm going to ask the first question to the 4th graders, the next question to the 5th graders. Each grade listen closely to the question that's for you. And once we get to the 8th graders is when the 60-second clock will begin. And here we go. 4th graders, list all mitzvahs loisaseh in your book. 5th graders, list all the mitzvahs that apply only to men, that it says men in the icon, not koyanim, it has to say men. 6th graders, list all the mitzvahs regarding produce of Eretz Yisrael. Any mitzvah regarding produce of Eretz Yisrael. 7th graders, list all the mitzvahs loisaseh that have a punishment in the icon in your book. And to our 8th graders, list all the mitzvahs regarding loans. 60-second clock could go on. $25 seconds left. $8 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Please drop your pens. Everybody. Thank you. Please put your pens down. Take your seats. And this is how we're going to collect the answers. We're going to go to our 4th graders and ask each team how many mitzvahs they came up with. The team that claims to have the most will have to say their mitzvahs out loud so the judges can verify that the list is correct. And they will earn 10 points. The team that has the most will earn 10 points for every mitzvah which they managed to come up with. Shloisha prakim, how many mitzvahs did you come up with? 6. Perek Echad, how many?
6.
Also 6. Yada Chazaka, how many?
13 and a half.
13 and a half. And Sefer Hamitzvos?
7 and a half.
7 and a half. It looks like we're going to go with Yada Chazaka. Our question was to name all the mitzvahs loisaseh in your book. You say you have 13 and a half. Please tell them to us. Shlo ya'ala b'machshava sheyesh sham lekaz zulas. Okay, that's 1.
Shaloi lenachish.
Shaloi lenachish is 2.
Shaloi le'einin.
Shaloi le'einin is 3.
Shaloi lechashiv.
Shaloi lechashiv is 4.
Menachish.
Did we say menachish already? Shaloi lenachish? Said it already, so we're still holding 4.
Deira shalamesim.
Shaloi lidra shalamesim is now 5.
Chayver.
Chayver is 6.
Shaloi liksaim.
Shaloi?
Liksaim. Liksaim.
Shaloi liksaim is 7.
Lav de birkas Hashem.
Lav de birkas Hashem is 8.
Do not rebuild the air nidachas.
Do not reveal.
Rebuild.
Rebuild the er nedachas. I'm sorry, that's 9.
Do not benefit from an air nidachas.
Do not benefit from er nedachas is 10.
Maces.
Not to be a masis is 11.
Madiach.
And not to be a mediach is 12. You actually came up with 12 mitzvahs, 120 points for team Yad HaChazaka. Unbelievable for 4th graders to come up with 12 mitzvahs loisaseh in their book in just 60 seconds. 5th graders, how many mitzvahs did you have?
9.
9. Perek Echad.
11.
11. Yad HaChazaka.
8.
8. Sefer Mitzvahs.
8.
8. We're going to go with 11. Perek Echad Layayim. Please tell us 11 mitzvahs in your book that the icon says that they apply only to men. I want everybody to keep in mind that there are many mitzvahs that apply only to men, which women will do as well. But this is, the mitzvah was designed and is applicable to men, min ha-Torah. What are your 11?
Peru Revu.
Peru Revu is 1.
Kedushin.
The mitzvah to marry a woman with Kiddushin is 2.
Saita.
Which mitzvah of Saita? There's a mitzvah says That's 3. You can only say Saita once because you said a broad term.
Yibum.
Yibum is also which mitzvah? Just give it to him. 4.
Chalitza.
Chalitza. 5.
Mitzi Shemra.
Mitzi Shemra. 6.
Lulav.
Lulav. 7.
Sukkah.
Sukkah. 8.
Shofar.
9. These are all mitzvahs to say Shazman
Machatzis
Grama.
Shekel.
Machzis shekel is 10.
Gerushin.
The mitzvah of Gerushin is 11. They come up with 11 mitzvahs, as they said, plus 110 points to team Parak Echad. We're moving up to our third row to the 6th graders. You needed to list all the mitzvahs that have to do with the produce of Eretz Yisrael. Shleisha Prakim, how many?
9.5.
9.5. Parak Echad.
16.
Wow. And Yad HaChazaka.
Almost 13.
Almost 13. 12 and 3/4. And Sefer Hamitzvos?
15.
15. I think we're going to go with 16 to Parak Echad again. Please say one mitzvah at a time and wait for it to be approved.
Shemitah.
We're going to say all the mitzvahs with the produce of Eretz Yisrael. And here we go. Judges, our first one is Shemitah. Hold on, the judges are talking about something.
Or resting the land on Shemitah.
Hold on, hold on.
It's about the land, not about
All right,
the
the judges rule that Shemitah is about the land. It's not about the produce of Eretz Yisrael. Judges rule, we can't count that one.
Peah.
Peah, by the way, if you have 2 off, we're going to have to go to the team with 15. So far, it's a tie, 15-15. Peah.
Leket.
Peah is going to count. That's 1. Leket is 2.
Oyelais.
Oilelace is 3.
Peret.
Peret is 4.
Shikha.
Shikha is 5.
Yovel.
Yovel is 6. Yovel, not going to count.
What about Yovel? One second, what about Yovel?
What?
What about Yovel? Which mitzvah of Yovel?
Which mitzvah of Yovel? What's what? Not to work on Yovel.
Not to work on Yovel, same like Shemitah?
Same as me.
So we can't count that one. So the maximum you would have is 14. Let's hold it there. Could you write that down? That we're holding number 5 by the one right before Yovel. But I now want to go over to this team. They claim to have 15. In case we need to come back, let's just remember what we're holding. Okay, so they had 5. They were holding the Yovel mitzvah. All right, Yad HaChazaka, you said you had 15? Sefer Hamitzvos, I'm sorry. Did any of those that they mentioned you have? And you crossed them out? Shemitah? So you're down to 14? So you're both at 14. All right, I'm going to continue with them then, okay?
We did rest on
After Yovel, what do you have? It's going to be your 6th one. It has to be on your paper.
Rest on Shemitah.
Say again.
Rest on Shemitah.
What
To
was
rest
the one
on
before?
Shemitah.
What was the Shemitah before?
The Shemitah
What
before.
was Lisa say? This is Dasei. But either way, if you don't count Shemitah, you don't count it. We're still holding 5. I think now we're going to go over to this team. All right, stay there. You're still holding 5. No buzzers needed. Sefer Hamitzvos. So how many do you have? Do you think you have right now? 14. Let's hear them.
What is Bikurim?
Bikurim is 1.
Not to harvest produce on Yovel.
Not to harvest produce in Yovel won't work. It
will, it will.
Oh, not to harvest produce. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, it's 2.
Meiser Rishon.
Hold on. They didn't write that? They just wrote Yovel? That's okay, but if they say the right mitzvah, that counts. So that's 2. Say your third one.
Meiser Rishon.
Meiser Rishon is 3.
Neteravai.
Neteravai is 4.
Meiser Ani.
Meiser Ani is 5.
Meiser Sheni.
Meiser Sheni is 6.
Kilayim.
Kilayim.
What
Which
about
mitzvah?
Kilayim?
Kilay Zrayim.
Yeah, okay.
All right, 7. That's good. That's like a half a mitzvah applies to Eretz Yisrael over there. Very good. 7.
Leket.
Leket is 8.
Shikha.
Shikha is 9.
Peah.
Peah is 10.
Peret.
Peret is 11.
Oilelais.
Oilelais is 12.
Kilei Akarem.
Kilei HaKerem.
What about Kilei Akarem?
Not to plant Kilei Akarem.
Not the plant, Kilei HaKerem is 13. Because eating is all over the world.
Chala.
And
Chala.
Chala.
It's connected to the grain of Eretz Yisrael.
Yes.
Chala counts. You came up with 14 mitzvahs. You don't have 14, right?
Let me see.
Before we call it, hold on. I think we took off like 3 of yours, like Shemitah twice, Yovel.
We get Yovel too, right? We get
No, you said the wrong mitzvah of Yovel. They said not to harvest produce. You said the mitzvah of not working the land. So we can't count yours. So I think you don't have 14. They do. It's going to be, the winner is going to be Sefer Hamitzvos plus 140 points for Team Sefer Hamitzvos. All right, next question. 7th graders. All the mitzvahs in your book that are a mitzvahs say that have a punishment in the icon. Shleisha Prakim, how many?
9 or 10.
9 or 10. Perek Echad, how many?
6.
6. Yad Chazaka?
9.
9.
7.
Sefer Mitzvah, 7. Who said 9 or 10? All right, we're going to go with you first. 9 or 10 mitzvahs that have a punishment in your book. Lisa, say. Go.
Nicer.
Nicer.
Do not eat pickle.
Hold on.
1 second. What about nicer?
Do not eat pickle.
So the judges want to know what you're referring to when you say nicer.
Not to eat nicer.
Not to eat nicer is 1.
Not to eat pickle.
2.
Do not eat Tommy Kutchin.
3.
I have a question on like the
Closer to your mouth.
also it's regarding unfit Kutchin. Do not eat unfit Kutchin.
Suli HaMukdashim, yes.
Heard that? 4.
Do not resist the fire of Meracha.
Say again. Could you speak louder into your
Do
mic?
not
Like scream.
resist the fire of the Meracha.
No one's making out what you're saying. One more time. Say it
Do
slowly.
do not exist the fire of the Meracha.
Yes, and not extinguish the
Extinguish.
fire of the Marach.
Okay, not to put out the fire on the maracha. We're holding 5.
Do
Good.
do not eat a shara and iskal.
Do not eat a shar niskel is 6.
Do not kidnap.
Do not.
Kidnap.
Yes.
7. Not to
Do
kidnap.
not kill.
Do not kill is 8.
Do not kill someone before judging him.
Do not to kill somebody before he was oimid b'din is 9.
Stealing.
Stealing, what did you write? Why did you say 9 or 10?
10.
You wrote the word stealing there?
6.
All right, good. So stealing. So they get 10. So you're the winner of this round, plus 100 points to the team of Shleisha Prakim. And our last open-ended question of this round went to the 8th graders at the very top row. And our last question goes to the 8th graders at the very top. Your question was to tell us all the mitzvahs that had to do with loans. And I'm going to start with Sefer Mitzvahs. How many did you come up with?
9.
9. Biyad Chazaka?
11.
11. Perek Echad? How many?
7.5.
7.5. Shleisha Prakim?
8.
8. How many did you say you had? 11. Yad Chazaka, it's yours to say. All mitzvahs about loans.
Halvata Yid.
Halvata Yid, mitzvah say is 1.
To give back a mashkin when you need to
To give back a mashkin in the time that it's needed is 2.
Not to hold back a mashkin when the other person needs it.
Not to hold back the mashkin is the lav is 3.
Not to take a mashkin after the loan if it has to do with preparing it for your food.
Which mitzvah? Not to take a mashkin?
He said, "And not take a mashkin after loan was given if it's needed for food, if it's a utensil for food."
Okay, that's 4.
Not to take a mashkin from almana.
Shleila mashkin almanos 5.
To press a nachri to give back the money that you lended him.
The anachri lingaisis anachri is 6.
To give ribbis to a nachri.
To loan with ribis to anachri is 7.
Not to help out with ribbis.
To not to do halva with ribis is 8.
Who is that?
What this is on the Adim and the people helping out. Not to take ribbis
Hold on,
from
was that an
someone
8th
else.
one? Did he say an 8th one?
Yeah, he said.
Okay, so we're holding 8.
Not to.
What do you have on line number 8, Bayu? Say loud into the mic, please.
No, skip it. Not to help out with ribbis.
Not to be a part of the ribis is 8. Now we're holding 9.
Not to take ribbis from a person who's giving.
Not to take ribis is
not-
what number?
9.
9.
Not to give ribbis.
So he counted ribis 3 times.
I know. There's 3 mitzvahs.
There's the
What was
mitzvah
number,
of
what was number 7?
there's the mitzvah of lending to a guy with ribis. He said it. 3. So we're holding 10. One more. You said you had 11.
To give halva to a guy. to, no?
Say again.
Havot a guy?
To give a halva to a guy. You already said the mitzvah to loan him with ribbis.
fine.
There's no such mitzvah. That's 10. Anybody else claim to have 10? No. So you're still the winner. Plus 100 points for Team Yad HaChazaka. And this round one has concluded. Team Sefer Hamitzvos has 240 points. Team Yad HaChazaka has 420 points. Perek Echad has 210 points. Shloisha Prakim has 200 points. Depending on the results of round two, either one or two of these teams will return in round three for the final showdown of the Chidon Mitzvahs Game Show Championship. And now let's welcome to stage Chani Maleki and Eli Marcus for the Chidon theme song.
Day and night, basking in the Torah's light. Mitzvahs I am lucky to learn, to master them I earn. Backwards, forwards, inside out, I know what each one is about. 613 I will know, Sefer Hamitzvos Pro. Chidon is here, I'll shout out loud and clear. Our word paid off to join this atmosphere. Learning mitzvahs round the clock, this Torah is our strength. This power to acquire, I will go to any length. All the time I spent, the energy it took. When I get home, no time for rest, I'll start on the next book. Chidon, let's put some hands together, come on. I can't deny my feeling proud to be part of the super crowd. Trips and game shows, what a blast, memories to last. I'll commit to my friends back home to study for the next Chidon. Together next year we'll return, there's so much still to learn. Chidon is here, I'll shout out loud and clear. Our word paid off to join this atmosphere. Learning mitzvahs round the clock, this Torah is our strength. This power to acquire, I will go to any length. Knowing all the time I spent, the energy it took. I can't wait till I get home to start on the next book. To these mitzvahs I will cling and tremendous nachas bring. And my Rebbe out soon sees, smiling back at me. Chayolim of the world unite, joining forces brings us might. Together strong beyond compare, we'll bring Mashiach here. Chidon is here, I'll shout out loud and clear. Our word paid off to join this atmosphere. Learning mitzvahs round the clock, cause Torah is our strength. This power to acquire, I will go to any length. Knowing all the time I spent, the energy it took. Even before I get home, I'll start on the next book. Chidon is here, I'll shout out loud and clear. Learning mitzvahs round the clock, cause Torah is our strength. This power to acquire, I will go to any length. Knowing all the time I spent, the energy it took. Even before I get home, I'll start on the next book. Thank you.
At this time, we pay tribute to our Chidon judges. Harav Eliezer ben Harav Mordechai Olav Shalom Wenger, and Harav Yitzchak ben Harav Eliezer Tzvi Zev Olav Shalom Zirkin. Words cannot describe their dedication to the Chidon. Their goal was simple: to get children to kachzich in the Limud HaTorah with Yegiya Atzum, and that's precisely what they accomplished. We are sure they are with us today, and they're shipping lots of nachas from on high. Today, we are lucky to have Rabbi Zirkin's children, Rabbi Yosef and Levi Zirkin, Yabora L'chaim Tovim Aruchim, who have continued their legacy and dedicated countless hours making the Chidon a reality. We must also thank judges Rabbi Zalman Glick and Rabbi Shalom Lane for the countless hours they put into producing the amazing Ya'adus curriculum.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage our host, Rabbi Yoshua Lustig, for round number 2.
Welcome to round 2 of the Chidon Mitzvos Game Show Championship. Just to brief everybody again, these are the second set of 4 teams, the last 4 of our 8 teams that we have here on stage competing in round 1 and 2. The top 2 teams from round 1 and 2 combined will come back on for round 3, coming up soon for the final showdown, when we will determine the winners of the Game Show Championship. At each level, we have chayalim from a different grade, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, who have studied the Sararor Yahadis curriculum, book 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, covering all 613 mitzvahs. The rules for round 2 are identical to the rules for round 1. But let us begin by welcoming these 4 teams onto stage. On the right, we have team Pirush Hamishnayis. Moving over, we have team Igeres Harambam. And to your left, we have team Shailei Suchuvais. And finally, team Moira Nevuchim. You know the rules. The buzzers are reset. And our first buzzer question goes to the 4th graders who studied book 1, sitting on the lowest level. It's a tough one. What are 2 situations where a person does only one action and he's going to be over 2 mitzvahs leisase? Wow, that was quick to grab this question. 2 situations where he's going to do one action and be over 2 mitzvahs leisase, and they are Shaloi la'anis yasaim v'almana. You're saying a mitzvah. Tell us something that you did, and then you're going to be over 2 mitzvahs.
If you're not nice to a widow or an orphan, you're Iver Shali Lanis Yasin Va'amna and the Havas Yisrael.
Havas Yisrael is not a mitzvah loisa say.
Shaloi Lisnai Achim.
Shaloi Lisnei Achim. He's also including Havas Yisrael. Either way, judges, our clock ran out. What?
Now what they get? Say again. They would get that one.
You want to count that one? But the clock ran out, so they only came up with 1. Okay, our clock ran out. So the way the rules are, we need to deduct 100 points from team Moira Nevuchim. The correct answer would have been serving a moilech, who would be over 2 aveiros, and somebody who makes an idol for himself would also be over 2 mitzvahs leisase. Our next question is to the 5th graders who studied Yahada's book number 2. Name 4 types of injuries that make an animal a treifa. It won't be kosher. Shailis Uchuvais.
If Drasa, if it became
Drusa, very good. If it was an attacked by a predator.
Nick, Chasera,
Chasera, if it's missing an important part.
A vital organ.
Vital organ.
Nifula, if it fell.
Nifula, if it fell from high and one of its inner organs were crushed. 4th one.
Nikuva.
Nikuva.
If it's
punctured. You got it. 4 types of injuries that would make an animal a treifa, plus 100 points for team Shailis Uchuvais. And our next question is to the Chayalim on the third row. Please reset the buzzer. Name 4 women that disqualify a Kohen from doing the Avodah. That was quick. And this one was grabbed by Pirush HaMishnayos. Try again. Completely bald. I can hear you. That's good. That's 1. Bow-legged is 2. If we could get a mic here, but I
His
hear
eyes constant tearing.
constantly tearing from his eyes is 3 mum. That's a third mum.
Physically weak, so he looks
Physically
ill.
weak or ill is 4 plus 100 points for team Pirush HaMishnayos. 7th graders, are you ready for a tough one? Here is your question. Which mitzvah is learned from each of the following psukim? 1, v'lo yiseichel kol se'eva. 2, lo yigael. 3, v'lo yoichel es b'sarei. Unbelievable. Before the countdown clock went on, you grabbed it. You know 3 mitzvahs that are learned from each of those 3 psukim. What are they?
The first one is not to eat unfit kachim.
Very good. From lo yiseichel kol se'eva, we learn not to eat psuli hamikdashim. That's 1.
Lo yigael is not to redeem meiser behema.
From lo yigael, we learn not to redeem a meiser behema to be eaten. Only where? It has to
Only to be eaten in Yerushalayim.
That is correct. And number 3?
And number 3 is not to eat the meat of a shor and iskal.
Very good. V'lo yoichel es b'sarei is shaloi lechel sher and iskal. Unbelievable for our 7th graders. Plus 100 points for team Pirush HaMishnayos. And our last buzzer question goes to the Chayalim on the top, who learned Yehadus book number 5, containing the mitzvahs and kinyan, mishpatim and shaiftim. And here is your question. Which of the following is the source of a mitzvah's leisasei? 1, mais yumas hanayef anayefas. 2, nakaim yinakim. 3, be'esh yisrafu oisei ve'esen. 4, umekalel aviv imay mais yumas. Just so you understand, while I read the question, they have screens, and if they saw that they know the answer, they're allowed to hit it right away. That's the rules of the game. And which team was it that hit it? Moira Nevuchim. You know which one of those 4 psukim is the source of a lav?
Number 4.
Number 4 is the source of which lav?
That you can't curse your parents.
You can't curse your father or your mother. That is correct. The other 3 psukim, they look like a lav, but they're actually a mitzvah saseh for Bezdin to carry out hereg, chenek, or sreifa. Unbelievable. Plus 100 points for team Moira Nevuchim. We are now ready to move on to the open-ended questions for round 2. Once again, I will first ask an open-ended question to the 4th graders, then to the 5th graders, then to the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Once we finish our question to the 8th graders, the 60-second clock will go on. During those 60 seconds, each grade on each team, they need to work together to come up with as many mitzvahs as possible connected to the specific category that is being asked. 1 chayil on each team is the scribe who writes down all the mitzvahs that his friends are shouting into his ear. 4th graders, are you ready to get your question? Here we go. 4th grade, listen closely. Name all the mitzvahs aseh that can only be fulfilled through speech. There's no action in it. And all the mitzvahs lois aseh that can only be transgressed through speech. All the mitzvahs that say that you're mekayim them through speaking, and all the mitzvahs like to say that you're mekayim through also speaking, that you're over through speaking, and only if it's done through speech. If it's something that has speech and ma'aseh, do not count it. 5th graders, your question is as follows. Listen up to this one, because I'm going to give you an example. This is a great question. List all the mitzvahs aseh, that have a corresponding mitzvahs leis aseh. So for example, in your book, there's a mitzvah saseh to rest on Rosh Hashanah, and there's a mitzvah leis saseh not to work on Rosh Hashanah. Only list the mitzvah saseh of resting on Rosh Hashanah. Do not include Rosh Hashanah, do the rest of them. All the mitzvahs saseh that have a corresponding leis saseh. Ran to the 6th grade on the 3rd row. I'll clarify in a minute. We have the following question. List all the mitzvahs leis saseh or mitzvah saseh about eating. We're looking for a mitzvah to say to eat something, and for a mitzvah slice to say to not eat something. And our 7th graders on the 4th row. List all the mitzvahs in your book that apply to Bezdin or Sanhedrin, that it says Bezdin or Sanhedrin in your icon. And to the 8th grader, list all the mitzvahs Laisa say in your book that do not have a punishment. All the mitzvahs Laisa say that do not have a punishment. 60-second clock could start. Fifth grade, the judges asked me to clarify. List any mitzvah saseh that has a corresponding lois saseh. Only list the aseh, do not write the lois saseh. The example that I gave you won't count. Rest on Rosh Hashanah, and it could be any mitzvah saseh that you believe has a corresponding lois saseh, of course. 32 seconds left. Twelve seconds left. Three, two, and one. Please drop your pens. Thank you very much. All teams, Igaris or Rambam, please put your pen down. Thank you. I wish all of you in the crowd had the opportunity to be right here where I was. You heard loud music. I heard all these boys screaming mitzvahs, one after another, trying to get their friend to write it down. Truly amazing and unbelievable. Once again, this is how we will collect. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Once again, this is how we will collect our answer and give out the points. I will go to the 4th graders. I will go to the 4th graders and see which team claims to have the most mitzvahs. They will need to say them, and if they are verified, they will win this question and get 10 points for every mitzvah that they came up with. Moira Nevuchim, how many mitzvahs do you have?
7.
7, very good. Shilas Uchuvais?
6.5.
6.5. Igaris Rambam?
13.
13. And Pirush and Mishnayos?
6.
6. I think we're going to go with 13. Igaris Rambam? 13 mitzvahs that is an asay that you do through speech only, or a lois asay that you shouldn't do through speech only. Okay, go.
Tefillah.
Say again.
Tefillah.
Tefillah is a mitzvah through speech is 1.
Kriya Shema.
Kriya Shema you said? That's 2.
Birkas Kayanim.
Birchas Kainim is 3.
Shalai liyashava b'avodah zara.
Shalai Lishail?
Yishava b'avodah zara.
Shalai Lishava b'avodah zara will be 4.
Brachos.
Brachos is 5.
Birkas
Mitzvah d'Rabbanan, but it counts.
Birkas Hamazon.
Birkas Hamazon through speech is 6.
Lav de Birkas Hashem.
Lav de Birkas Hashem is through speech is 7.
Shalai lahasis.
Shalai Lahasis, Mesis is 8.
Teichacha.
Teichacha is through speech, amazing, that's 9.
Shalai lehadiach.
Shalai Lahadiach is through speech, that's 10.
Shalai leragel.
Shalai Laragil
Can
is,
also be done through writing.
okay, we won't count Shalai Laragil.
Shalai lishal b'yai.
Shalai Lishal Ba'ayv is going to be number 10. They are the winner of this round, plus 10. One more, sorry, go.
Shalai lishal b'yadaini.
Shalai Lishal B'yadaini will also count. That's 11 mitzvahs plus 110 points for Team Igaris Rambam, 4th graders. That was unbelievable. Incredible, thank you. Okay, 5th grade. Pirush Mishnayos, 2nd row. How many?
12.
12. Igaris Rambam, 11. Shilas Uchuvais?
6.
6. And Meir Nevuchim?
13.
13. You are claiming to have the most. 12.
Rest on Shabbos.
Hold on. 12 or 13? 12. So we might have a tie. We'll start with them. 12. Go for your 12. One at a time.
Rest on Shabbos.
Rest on Shabbos has a corresponding license to say, of course, not to work on Shabbos. That's 1.
Rest on Yom Kippur.
Rest on Yom Kippur is good. Is 2.
Rest on Rosh Hashanah.
Rest on Rosh Hashanah doesn't count. It was my example, and I said not to use it. Hold on right there. Did you write Rosh Hashanah?
No, test.
Don't. No, please put the pen down. Oh, excuse me. What? You also counted Rosh Hashanah as part of your 12? All right, so we're still even. All right, we'll continue with you. Sorry, it's you. Did you count Rosh Hashanah as part of your 12? So we're still even. Okay, sorry. So we're not counting yet. So we have 2 so far.
Eating on Yom Kippur.
To eat in Yom Kippur has a corresponding lav of not to eat.
Fast on Yom Kippur.
All right, that counts. That's 3.
Rest on Shavuos.
The assay was to not eat on Yom Kippur. And okay, I got what you're saying. All right, rest on Shavuos is 4.
Rest on the first day of Pesach.
Is 5.
Rest on the 7th day of Pesach.
6.
Rest on the first day of Sukkot.
7.
Rest on the 8th day of Sukkot.
8.
Check animals for if they're kosher.
Check animals if they're kosher is the assay, and then there's the lav not to, so that is going to be 9.
Check bird for kosher.
That's going to be 10.
Another to grow his hair.
Nazar needs to grow his hair is 11.
And
That's it.
check fish for
Is it
kashrus.
written? No. All right, you got 11. You originally said you had 12. We didn't count Rosh Hashanah. Very good. Hold on. You have 11. Meir Nevuchim. Who else claims to have 11? Shapiris Mishayis. Let's hear your 11. Shvisa b'Shabbos is going to be one assay that has a license say.
Resting on Yom Kippur.
That's 2.
Resting on the first day of Sukkot.
3.
Resting on the 8th day of Sukkot.
4.
Resting on the first day of Pesach.
5.
Resting on the 7th day of Pesach.
6.
Resting on Shavuos.
7.
Fasting on Yom Kippur.
8.
Checking animals.
9.
Animals. Checking birds.
10.
Checking fish.
Checking fish is 11. We have a tie.
Wow.
We're going to give 110 points to team Pirish HaMishnayis and 110 points to team Meir Nevuchim. Our next open-ended question was to the 6th graders. How many?
10.
Wow. Shalos Chuvas, how many?
8.
8. Igeris?
11.
11. How many?
9.
9. How many did they say? 10. Who said 11? All right. Igeris Rambam. 11 mitzvahs, assay or lois assay, that are to eat or not to eat. Let's hear them one at a time.
A halal should not eat truma.
Chalal Shnati Truma is 1.
Separating my sarishain.
Is not a mitzvah to eat. It's a mitzvah to separate.
A kain that's tummy shouldn't eat truma.
That's a lois assay not to eat. That's 2.
A kain should not eat truma without a bris.
3. Arol shouldn't eat Truma is 3.
A zar should not eat truma.
That's 4.
Eating my sarshani.
To eat Meiser Sheni? No,
No such a
no
mitzvah.
mitzvah. We still have 4.
Not eating my sarshani of wine outside of Yerushalayim.
Not to eat Meiser Sheni out of wine out of Yerushalayim is 5.
Not eating my sarshani of oil outside
Of
of
oil
Yerushalayim.
is 6.
Not eating my sarshani of grain outside of
7.
Netter avai. Eating
Netter avai.
Oh no, it's
To eat it in Yerushalayim is 8. That's the assay.
eating kachim.
To eat kachim?
Which kachim?
We wrote
Which mitzvah?
kachim. Kachim kedashim.
To eat it in...
Chatas and asham. Yes,
All right.
eat kachim.
So you got 9. Hold on. Somebody said they had 10. Were any of those disqualified, or you still think that you have 10?
We were in the middle of writing our 10th and we were finishing it.
All right. You believe... What's your... So tell me your 10th one, and let's see what it says on your paper.
That you can't eat kili akarim.
What does it say in your paper?
It says
Well, let's first determine the 10th one.
Kile. We were writing kili akarim that you can't eat.
Says
it.
the word kile.
Yeah.
Judges, are we going to count that 10th one?
No. We were in the middle of writing.
Yes.
All right, so we'll get to it at the end of the list, but it will count. Let's hear your whole list. They have 9. They had 9. If they give us 10, they win. Let's hear your 10.
Azar can't eat truma.
That's 1.
Kayanim should eat the meat of chatas and asham.
Kainim should or shouldn't?
They have to.
They
It's a
should.
mitzvah too.
Is 2.
That a tummy person can't eat truma.
3. Has to be on your paper.
A worker by a kayan can't eat truma.
Can't hear you.
It says that the
Oh, the Skir Yom should not eat truma. That's 4.
Meiser Shani.
Meister Sheni won't count.
Why not?
What about my
Which mitzvah, Meister Sheni?
To eat it in Yerushalayim.
It's to separate Meiser Sheni.
And I'm not confused.
Yes or no?
No.
All right, we're holding 4.
That Kainim can't eat nobody can eat the meat of Chatas Apnimis.
Could you speak a little slower and into the mic?
You can't eat the meat of Chatas Apnimis.
The Kainim should not eat a chatas apnimis.
Yeah, there's
5.
there's
Yeah, you got it.
to eat the fruit on Netzar Avai.
To eat Neter Avay in Yerushalayim is 6.
Not to eat the meat of the Carbonella.
7.
Not to eat Sfichin.
Not to eat what?
Sfichin.
Svichin and Shvius.
Yeah.
Okay, that will be 8.
Then we have Kilayim.
One second.
Kile will be your 9th. Hold on, the
Chile
judges
Yakar.
want to think about your Svichin answer.
It's a mitzvah that you can't eat.
Tell them.
That you can't. Or no.
The books are
That you
coming
can't
out
eat
once
fruit.
again.
Sfichin. It says Isser Sfichin.
All right. I love when you challenge the judges.
You can check the book. It
Either
says
way,
in the
your
Bible.
last one was Kilayim, which will be your number 9.
And then,
No?
Hello, this is Kilei Karen, but which one?
Kilia Karen,
Yeah.
I'm referring to that.
That you can't eat Kilei Karen.
That would be his 9th.
I didn't say any other one.
Kila Karen would be number 8.
Oh, Meiser Sheni.
If you count Svichin, was 8.
Sfichin doesn't count.
Yes.
You're not counting
It's
Svichin,
about
so they didn't get
harvesting,
9.
not about eating.
Svichin, hold on, please. Okay. Svichin, there's no mitzvah not to eat it. There's a mitzvah not to collect, not to harvest it. Okay. Svichin will not count. You did not come up with 9, did you? I don't think so. They did.
8, 9.
You have something really important to say? Now it doesn't matter. If you win, it doesn't matter how you won. Say, what do you want to say?
Okay.
Speak into the mic.
We should say
How many do you have?
We have 9.
Did you say them yet?
No.
Go for it.
Okay. Not to eat Meiser Sheni of oil outside Yerushalayim.
That's 1,
Not to eat Meiser Sheni of wine outside Yerushalayim.
2,
Not to eat Meiser Sheni of grain outside Yerushalayim.
3,
Do not eat Kachem Kadashim outside Azara or
4.
Kachem Kalam outside Yerushalayim.
The last one we
Not to
counted was
eat
not to eat
kale-
kachim out of the Azara. So we have 4.
Not to eat Kalei Kerem.
Not to eat kili akarim is 5. So Lisa say about not eating.
Don't eat Meiser Sheni while you're an Einain.
6,
Do not eat Trumo if you're a Zar.
7,
Don't eat Meiser Sheni while you're Tameh.
8.
Not to eat while you're a worker. Not to eat Truma if you're the worker of a Kaya.
That's 9. How many teams got 9? You got 9.
Just us.
You got 9. And you got 9. 8. All right. So we have a 2-way tie. We're going to give 90 points to team Pirosh Hamishnayes and 90 points to team Igeres Harambam. Seventh graders, your question was, all the mitzvahs in your book that apply to Bezdin or Sanhedrin. Pirosh Hamishnayes, how many? 4. We're on the 4th row. Igeres Harambam, how many? 7. Shiloh Shechuvas, how many? Also 7. Meir Nevuchim, how many? 6. We're going to collect both 7s. Shiloh Shechuvas, what are your 7 mitzvahs that apply to Bezdin or Sanhedrin?
Niske Bar,
Niske Bar, Din Niske Bar is 1.
Niske Hever,
Niske Hever is 2.
Niske Behema,
Niske Behema is 3.
Egla Rufa,
Egla Rufa is 4.
Shlali Kach Kefer Mim Choyv Lamavis.
Shaloi Likach Kaifer, from somebody who's Mechuyev what?
No.
1 count.
It's not only to Bezdin.
All right. Is that one of your 7? All right, let's hear your whole list in case we don't go back and forth. What are the rest?
Not to redeem a killer.
Much louder, please, into the mic.
Not to redeem a killer.
1 count.
Not to redeem a Miklat.
Not to redeem, I didn't hear the end.
You can't accept a bribe from someone who needs to go to a Miklat.
You only came up with 4 so far. None of the rest were counted.
Could you say the last 3 mitzvahs again, please?
Could you say it loud and clear, slowly? Scream it into your mic.
Not to accept a bribe from a
person who
Loylikach
needs
sheichad.
to go to a miklat.
Will not count that one. Next one that you said.
Penalize a ganiv.
What?
To penalize a ganiv.
Yes. That's good.
All right, that will count. So you have 5. That's it. We're done. All right, Igeris Rambam, you said you had 7. You went down to 6. All right, you still might win. Let's hear your 6. Whoever's speaking, remember, loud, clear, into the mic, one at a time. What are your 6?
Niske bar.
Niske Bar is 1.
Niske behema.
That's 2.
Niske eish.
Niske Eish is 3.
Based in to send someone to the miklat.
Bezdin should send somebody to your miklat if he has to go. There's 4.
A mitzvah on based in not to accept a bribe from someone who killed.
No, the other team said that as well. We didn't count it. We won't count it here.
A mitzvah on based in.
Hold on, the judges do want to check that though. Because 2 teams said it, so they're doubting themselves now. The mitzvah of Shiloi Likach Sheichad, what does it say in the icon?
We'll get more points.
The judges have a hard job, let me tell you. It's all people?
The ransom ones are.
Shiloi
not all-
Likach Sheichad is on all people. We won't count it, so that's 4 so far. Next.
A mitzvah on based in not to accept a bribe from someone to not
just-
to go to the miklat.
Not to take kaifer for somebody who wants
Both of those are not only on Bezdin.
Okay. It's not a mitzvah that applies only to Bezdin. Even though the title of the mitzvah is the mitzvah on the Bezdin not to accept bribe, but it's a mitzvah on everybody. It's a license to say for everybody to do that. So you had only 4. And you had how many?
6.
You had 6? You told them to me already? All right. What are they?
Par halam davar shal tzibur.
Par Helam Davos Short Sibur applies to Bezdin as 1.
Niske behema.
Svehemos 2.
Niske bar.
Niske is 3.
Niske eish.
4.
Chayvel amazik.
Din Chayvel Amazik is 5.
Niske avara.
Niske Havara. Hever is 6. 6. All right, they get 60 points for team Moira Nevuchim. And our last open-ended question went to the 8th graders. All the mitzvahs license say that do not have a punishment. How many? Pirush Mishnayos. How many?
7.
7. Oh, you speak well into the mic. Thank you. Igeris Rambam, how many?
12.
12. Shiloh Shachov is how many? 7.
17.
Meir Nevuchim?
17.
Are you for real? Yep. 17 mitzvahs. Wow. Okay. Judges, are you ready? 17 mitzvahs from Book 5 that do not have a punishment. The judges are requesting that you speak into the mic slowly, loud, and clear. Go for it. 17 mitzvahs.
Einas mammon for a ger.
Einas moment for a ger is 1.
Einas mammon for a yid.
Is 2.
Einas dvarm for a ger.
3.
Einas dvarm for a yid.
4. These are all lav shem ma'isa. Go further.
Shaloi lahachzer evet shabarach.
Shloi lahachzir evet shabarach mechutz la'aretz Yisrael is 5.
Shaloi lahainis evet shabarach.
Shloi lahayin is that same evet is 6.
You can't make an evet if you do avodas parach.
It's 7.
You can't make an evet if you do avodas evet.
8.
You can't send an evet. You can't send out an evet unless you without gifts.
That's, he shouldn't go out. Rekam is going to be 9.
But lo yosef pen yosef with malchus.
Not to give extra malchus is a mitzvah that has no punishment is 10.
Leisa samar ba apply with yafas tayar.
The Yafas Tayar. 11.
Lo yimshal l'machra bevigdei va.
12.
Leisashich l'chicha.
Lisashich la'achicha.
You can't borrow with ribis.
13.
You can't be a mabu with ribis.
Can't be malva beribis is 14.
You can't help out in anything that's a loan with ribis.
Can't be involved in the ribis process is 15.
You can't distort judgment because of a ger.
You can't.
Change judgment, and you can't be compassionate to a ger.
Not to hurt a ger, is that what you're saying?
And not to favor
Ma'avil the mishpat of a ger, yes.
Oshlela Avil Mishpat of Agar, okay.
and not to favor a Yosem.
So that will be 17. Are we done?
I'm telling you, ger and yasam is the same mitzvah. Ger and yasam is one mitzvah.
Ger and Yasam is the same mitzvah, so you agree you're down to 16, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're in agreement. 16 mitzvahs
Let's go.
for team Moira Nevuchim, plus 160 points for team Moira Nevuchim. Let's give a round of applause to all 4 teams here on stage. This concludes round 1. Pirush HaMishnayos 400 points. Igeres Rambam 210 points. Shailei Suchuvais with 100 points. Moira Nevuchim with 330 points. And now I will announce which 2 teams from both rounds combined had the highest amount of points. They will return shortly for round 3 for the final showdown, and they are none other than Team Yad HaChazaka with 420 points and Team Pirush HaMishnayos with 400 points. Let's give them a round of applause and welcome back Chani Maleki and Eli Marcus.
אני מאמין באמונה שלי אמו בביאס המשיח בביאס המשיח אני מאמין בביאס המשיח בביאס המשיח אני מאמין. Let's sing together. אני מאמין, אני מאמין, אני מאמין באמונו של אמו בביאס המשיח בביאס המשיח אני מאמין בביאס המשיח בביאס המשיח אני מאמין אני מאמין אני מאמין אני מאמין באמונו של אמו בביאס המשיח בביאס המשיח אני מאמין. All together, come. אני מאמין, אני מאמין באמונה שלמו ובביאס והמושיח בביאס המושיח אני מאמין ובביאס המושיח בביאס המושיח אני מאמין ובביאס המושיח בביאס המושיח אני מאמין ואני מאמין Come on, everybody, clap along, dance along, sing along. אני מאמין באמונה שלמו בביאס המושיח אני מאמין אני מאמין באמונה שלמו בביאס המושיח אני מאמין אוי מושיח אליי אני מושיח אליי אוי מושיח אליי אוי מושיח אליי ויח אבי שישמע מאין כל זה יחכה לו יחו יום שיבוא ויח אבי שישמע מאין כל זה יחכה לו יחו יום שיבוא Porac yombo vokebo, ayo, porac svoino vonekbo, ayo, porac yombo vokebo, ayo, porac svoino vonekbo, aha, oh, ayo, porac yombo vokebo, svoino vonekbo, yombo vokebo, svoino vonekbo, yombo vokebo, svoino vonekbo, yombo vokebo, svoino vonekbo. Israel, I'm no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. Israel, I'm no fear, Mashiach will be here this year. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. We want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we want Mashiach now, we don't want to wait. Enjoy. Thank you.
Please welcome back to our stage Rabbi Yehoshua Lustig for the final round of Chidon 5778.
Welcome to round 3, the final showdown of our game show championship. We began with 8 teams, and we're down to 2 teams. On stage, these 2 teams consist of boys from all the grades who have studied collectively the entire Sararor Yehadis curriculum, book 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in each grade, covering all 613 mitzvahs. Let us welcome to stage Team Pirush HaMishnayos with 400 points, and Team Yad HaChazaka with 420 points. In this round, our open-ended questions are back. In fact, it's going to be one open-ended question to both teams, to all the grades. I'm going to ask you your question. It's the same question for each book. And you will work together for 60 seconds. The moment I'm done asking the question, the clock goes on, to come up with as many mitzvahs as possible. And when it's time for the answers, I'll explain how we will do that. Pirush HaMishnayos, are you ready for your question? Good. Yad HaChazaka, are you ready for your question? Excellent. Are you ready to work together? Here we go. In your book, name all mitzvahs that apply to all people and in all places. All the mitzvahs in your book that apply to everybody and everywhere.
Has to be both.
Rabbi Lustig?
Rabbi Lustig.
It needs to be both. All places, all people. The same mitzvah has to be both. Please drop your pens. Oh, sorry, 21 seconds left. Where are we holding? 18 seconds left. Sorry about that. Five, four, three, two, one. Drop. Thank you. Please put your pens down. Everybody, all grades, all teams. The competition is over. So, this is how we will collect the answers this time. We will go to the 4th grade of the Pirush HaMishnayos and collect their mitzvahs and keep track of that number. Then we will go to the 4th graders of the Yad HaChazaka team and collect their mitzvahs. And then we will move up to the 5th grade. It's going to be one big total. Each team, all their grades, how many mitzvahs they came up with that fit this category. At the end, the team that gave us the most amount of mitzvahs will be awarded 180 points and will win the game show. So we are going to remember that Pirush HaMishnayos started with 400 points, Yad HaChazaka with 420. We're going to reset the scoreboards to help us count how many mitzvahs each team came up with. Pirush HaMishnayos is holding 0, and Yad HaChazaka is holding 0. And let's see how many we get on each team. Pirush HaMishnayos, how many do you plan on telling us?
8.
8. And what are they? All places and all people. That's 1. The Yachadai is 2. Shelo Yala B'Machshava is 3. Netilas Yadayim is 4. Lav de Birkas Hashem is 5. Avas Hashem is 6. Yiras Hashem is 7. L'Kadesh Shemai is 8. Team Pirush HaMishnayos, 4th grade. You brought your team to 8 points. Yad HaChazaka, how many do you plan on telling us? 15. 14? Whoa. 14. Let's go. Let's hear them. Speak. Go talk into the mic. Say again. Shaloi Lenachesh. That's 1. Mechashif is 2. Ma'ayin is 3.
Chayver.
Chayver is 4.
Kevayl Chacham.
A lot louder, please.
Kevayl Chachamim.
Kvayt Chachamim is 5.
Meses.
Mesis is 6.
Madiach.
Mediach is 7.
Daidesh El Hamesim.
What? Shalei Lidra Shalamesim is 8.
Tavim.
Tefillah is 9.
Mezuzah.
Mezuzah is 10.
Brachos.
Brachos is 11.
Natilas Yadayim.
Natilas Yadayim is 12.
Teshuvah.
Teshuvah is 13.
Leida. Leida Sheyesh Hamalika.
Leida Sheyesh Hamalika. Did they say that the first one? They did not. That's 14. What's the last one you're middle writing? Birchas Hamazon, and they wrote Birchas for their 15th one. Judges, it's up to you to decide. They wrote Birchas. There's 3 different mitzvahs to start with the word brachos. It's not enough of an identity. We won't count it. All right, you did a fantastic job. 14 points for Team Yad HaChazaka. Yad HaChazaka, we're going to continue with you in your 5th grade. How many mitzvahs do you plan on telling us?
13.
13 mitzvahs from your book. Let's hear them.
Kiddush. Shabbos.
Kiddush and Shabbos is 1. Sorry, we're holding 15 now.
No, that's 2. 2.
One more time. Kiddush was the first mitzvah. What did you write for your second mitzvah?
Shabbos.
Shabbos. Which mitzvah of Shabbos?
To rest on Shabbos.
To rest. The mitzvah says say to rest. Okay, that's 2. So far your team should be holding 16.
Rest on Yom Kippur. Rest on Rosh Hashanah.
Hold on 1 second. You can't go to the next mitzvah until you hear me count, okay? So I only got 2 mitzvahs from you. We're holding 16 for your team. I got resting on Shabbos and Kiddush. Please tell me your 3rd one and don't move on.
Rest on Yom Kippur.
Rest on Yom Kippur. That's a 3rd mitzvah for you. 17.
Rest on Rosh Hashanah.
That's 4 for you so far.
Rest on Shavuos.
5.
Rest on first day of Pesach.
6.
Rest on the 8th day of Pesach.
7.
First day of Sukkot.
8.
Rest on the first.
What was that about Pesach?
7th on Pesach. 7th on Pesach.
Are we holding 8?
The first day of Sukkot.
First day of Sukkot was number 9. 8. Go further.
What was the one after the 7th day of Pesach?
First day of Sukkot.
Rest on the first day of
is
Sukkot.
8. First day of Sukkot is 8. Now what's the next one after the first day of Sukkot?
What's the next one after the first day of Sukkot?
The 8th day of Sukkot.
The 8th day of Sukkot counts.
That's 9.
What number line is it on? It's on line number 10. Did we disqualify any so far? No. So we did 10 so far. I'll double check. Let's go further.
Not to eat Tevel.
Not to eat Tevel, I think is 11. We'll recount.
Not to eat Arla.
Not to eat Arla. Now we're holding 11? Okay, so the numbers match. Okay, 11 right now. All right, the
Not
team has
to
to
eat
work
Gid
as a
Anasha.
team. One boy talks. Not to eat Gid Anasha is 12.
Not to eat Chalev.
Not to eat Chalev is 13.
And
And that's it. You gave your team 13 mitzvahs. You should be holding 27. Is that what the scoreboard says? Excellent. 27 mitzvahs from Yad HaChazaka, just from the 4th and 5th grade. Pirush and Mishnayos. How many mitzvahs do you plan on telling us? Last time I didn't count Rosh Hashanah. It was part of the question. It was an example. This time it wasn't. Pirush and Mishnayos, how many do you plan on giving us?
18.
18? Ooh. Let's go for it.
Shemisa b'Shabbos.
Shvisa b'Shabbos is 1.
Check for signs on a fish.
Check for signs of a fish is 2.
Check for a sign on a bird.
Check for the signs of a... You said fish already. Bird. Oif. 3.
Check for a kosher sign on animals.
Kosher signs of animals, 4.
Don't eat chametz on Pesach.
Don't eat chametz on Pesach is 5.
Hashbas as chametz.
6.
Do not eat anything that has chametz inside.
Taruvas chametz, 7.
Erev Chatzeros.
Erev Chatzeros, 8.
Shchita.
Shchita is 9.
Shloach Hakan.
Shiloach HaKain is 10.
Yain Esach.
Yain Esach is 11.
Don't eat chametz after Chatzos.
Don't eat chametz after Chatzos and Erev Pesach is 12.
Rest on 7th day of Pesach.
Rest on the 7th day of Pesach is 13.
Rest on the first day of Pesach.
Rest on the first day of Pesach is 14. Are you done?
No. Rest on Shavuos.
Rest on Shavuos is 15.
Rest on Shmini Atzeres.
Rest on, is that on your paper?
Yeah.
Rest on Shmini Atzeres is 16.
Rest on the first day of Sukkot.
17.
Rest on Yom Kippur.
You said you had 18. Rest on Yom Kippur would be 18. You originally started with 8. You bring your team very close competition right now. Your team has 26 and Yada Chazaka has 27. Excellent comeback. And we are now ready to move on to Pirush HaMishnayos, 6th grade. How many mitzvahs are you going to tell us?
13.
Wow.
12.
12. Also wow. Let's hear. One boy will speak into the mic, one mitzvah at a time. This is the final showdown.
Not to eat kilei hakerem.
Not to eat kilei hakerem applies to all places. It's not to plant it in Eretz Yisrael, but not to eat it's all over. We count it? That's 1 for your team.
Kilayim of trees.
Kilayim of?
Trees.
Of trees. Shalei laharkiv is 2.
Shchutei chutz.
Shchutei chutz. Hold on. All right, that's 3.
Offer karbanos in the from bring from
Offer karbanos from Chutz La'aretz.
To offer karbanos from Chutz La'aretz. 4.
Just say the other one.
Nadarim.
Which
To
mitzvah?
bring Nadarim and Nadavos.
To bring Nadarim and Adavos. Hold on. Why not?
They fly only in Eretz Yisrael.
It's only in Eretz Yisrael that mitzvah doesn't count. You have 5 so far?
Offer karbanos only in the base
4
of
so far?
Mikdash.
So they had 26, 4 to holding 30. Very good. Okay.
Offer karbanos only in the base of Mikdash.
Offer karbanos only in the Beis HaMikdash is a mitzvah that applies only in Eretz Yisrael and will not count. Only in the Beis HaMikdash and will not count.
Not to eat the oila.
Not to eat the oila. You're making the judges think, that's for sure. This is tough. It's going to count. So you got your 5th one. You go up to 31.
Tzedakah.
Tzedakah counts. That's 32.
Not to hold back from giving tzedakah.
Not to hold back from giving tzedakah is 33.
Shatnez.
Shatnez is 34. And you are done. Okay, so after the 6th grade of Pirush Mishnayos, collectively, from the first 3 books of the Yahada's curriculum, you have 34 mitzvahs. Yada Chazaka, 6th grade, how many do you plan on giving us?
12.
12. This is a tough competition. Tight. Let's hear your 12.
Kili Behema.
Kili Behema is 1. That will make you to 28.
Shatnez.
Shatnez brings you to 29.
One mitzvah of Kilei Behema.
Climb of
Hold on. Back to the first one. Which mitzvah of Kili Behema are you referring to?
Not to make them work together.
All right, very good. So you're holding... So far they said 2 mitzvahs. I believe they started off this round with 27. They should be holding 29 now. Excellent.
Climb of trees.
Too late. Say again, I'm sorry. Climb of the trees.
Climb of trees.
Climb of the trees brings you to 30.
Not to make the carbon taida nicer.
Not to make the carbon taida nicer. Judges are working hard on this question. Something tough about this one. It's 2 things to figure out. Does it apply to all people and to all places for each mitzvah?
Applies only in Yerushalayim.
Will not count. We're still holding 30. Go ahead.
Schutei chutz.
Schutei chutz. 31.
Not to bring. Or to eat.
Let's hear it.
Not to eat kachim chutz Yerushalayim.
Not to eat kachim out of Yerushalayim.
Kachim kalim.
Not to eat kachim kalam out of Yerushalayim is a mitzvah that applies in Yerushalayim. That's how the book puts it, I think.
It applies outside Yerushalayim. It's not in all places.
What does the icon say?
Outside Yerushalayim.
It says outside?
Outside
All over?
You said not to eat. It's not in Yerushalayim. In Yerushalayim, you're not over the love.
So you're counting it or not?
I'm not counting.
Will not count. Okay.
Oh, it's the same thing. Tzedakah.
Tzedakah counts. That's 32.
Not to hold back from giving
Shalei
tzedakah.
lehimana is 33.
Peter Chamer.
Petach Chamer is 34.
Arifas Peter Chamer.
Arifas Petach Chamer is 30.
No, one second.
Hold on.
1 second. It's not.
He said 1 second.
Arifa we did not count yet. So we were holding 34. Petach Chamer we did count 34. Hold on, boys. Hold on. Judges need to think.
is only for Yisraelim. It's not all people.
Petach Chamer won't count. Back to 33. Petach Chamer won't count. It's only for Yisraelim. Arifas Petach Chamer also only for Yisraelim. So we're still at 33. Next.
That's it.
You're done. And the competition is so tight. The score is 34 to 33. This is the best game show ever. Unbelievable. Okay. We have an objection to the judges. Go for it. Here we go.
We didn't do 2 questions. Like we didn't do 2.
You had 2 that you didn't tell me?
Because we crossed off a bunch and they were right in the middle.
We already collected the mitzvahs from them. They say that they have 2 more that they forgot to tell us.
What does he say?
What? What is you agree? All right, we have to let them say it?
Both kile
We have no
behemoths. Like kile
All
behemoths
right,
not to work.
I'm
and
coming
kile
up there and
behemoths
just show me
to
what's
allow-
going on, please.
Actually, only 1.
Show me on the paper. Right. They have Kili Behemoths here. Which mitzvah of it? Doesn't matter, they say. They know their stuff.
Counted as 1.
We'll count it as 1. It's a broad term. Let's give them 1 more point. Is that a tie? Or they went ahead? 35 to 33. Still tight. Okay, 7th graders, pressure is on. Pirush and Mishnayos, how many do you plan on telling us?
13.
13? Wow, you boys are incredible. Let's hear your 13 mitzvahs that apply to all people and in all places.
Mitzayra to offer the carbon.
Hold on, one at a time. Which mitzvah of
To
Mitzayra?
offer the carbon after he's tar.
To offer the carbon when you become tahir. That is correct, 36.
The Tumah of Shratzim.
Tumah of Shratzim, 37.
Tumah of Zera.
The Tumah of,
No, it's only
Zera.
to men. Only to men.
okay, 37.
Don't rob.
Don't rob, 38.
Don't steal.
Don't steal, Gneva and Gezela, 39.
Return the robbed item.
Lahashiv is Gezela, 40.
Don't ignore a lost object.
Don't ignore lost objects, Leisis Salim, 41.
Don't ignore a fallen donkey.
Don't ignore a donkey that has
It has like a load on it. It's fallen.
a load on it, that's 42.
Help a donkey that fell.
Help him is 43.
Help him what?
Return a lost item.
Help him what?
The judge want to know what you mean by help him, because there's 2 mitzvahs about helping. Which one do you mean?
To like stand it up. Like to put it
Reload.
back.
All right, either way, so we were holding 43. Next mitzvah.
Return a lost object.
For Shabbos Aveda, 44.
Don't have pity on the killer.
Don't have pity on a killer. 35? 45?
What's that?
Hold on.
Shlilachas al Redev, you mean?
Yeah, that's what he means. Don't have
He
pity on
didn't
a
kill
killer.
yet, but okay.
He's a potential killer.
Potential killer.
All right, 45. You get it.
Don't remove signs of tras.
Don't rip off the signs of Taras.
It's counted.
All right, 46. You- Are you done?
Yeah. No, not done. Don't stand by someone who's getting killed.
Don't stand by. 47. Are you done? Unbelievable. 47 mitzvahs collectively for Perishim Mishnayos. Yada Chazaka. How many do the 7th graders plan on giving us?
8.
8. Okay. Let's hear what your 8 are.
Geneva.
Geneva's 1. That will bring you to... Hold on, slowly. That will bring you to 34.
Zela.
Zayla will bring you to 35.
Do not murder.
Not to murder is 36.
Don't eat the Chernisko.
Don't need a Sharnisko is 37. Hold on. Does it apply everywhere? Sharnisko was 37. It counts. We still have 37. Move on with your list.
To be happy on Yom Tiv.
To be happy on Yom Tiv. Is it to men? Or men and... It's to all people? All right. 38.
Don't kill before Beis Din judges the murderer.
39.
Don't kidnap.
Don't kidnap is 40.
Leisama lo damriacha.
Leisamite will be 41. And you're done? All right, the competition is 47 to 41. And to our 8th graders, we always do this to you. You're the ones who are going to make it or break it. Yada Chazaka, how many do you have?
21.
21. Whoa, we're going to be here all day. And Perishim Mishnayos, how many do you have?
We have 10.
10. Perishim Mishnayos, I'm going to take your mitzvahs first.
Okay.
All right. Go. Judges.
Don't hurt a girl with words.
Shaloi Lohen is ger b'dvarim.
Don't hurt.
Hold on. Wait till we count the numbers. Okay, 48.
Don't hurt a girl financially.
Don't hurt a ger financially is 49.
Don't hurt a yid with money.
Don't hurt a yid with money is 50.
Don't hurt a yid with words.
51.
Lend to a yid.
Lend to a yid is 52.
Don't pressure a yid.
Don't pressure?
Don't pressure a yid to pay back the loan.
To pay back the loan. 53.
Pressure a guy.
54.
Don't take a mashkin by force.
Shaloi Lamashkin is 55.
Don't lend with interest.
Don't lend with ribis is 56.
And don't borrow with ribbis.
57.
That's it. That's 10.
That's it. You bring your team to 57 mitzvahs. Let's give Team Perishim Mishnayos a round of applause. 57 mitzvahs from all 5 books. And Yada Chazaka, you said you had 21. If you really do, you know what that means. Let's hear it.
Einas Mamain.
Oh, much louder.
Einas
Einas
Mamain.
Mamain brings you to 42.
Einas Ger Mamain.
Einas Ger of Mamain brings you to 43.
Einas Dvarim.
Einas Dvarim brings you to 44.
Einas Ger Dvarim.
Einas Ger B'Dvarim brings you to 45. We're good. 45. Scoreboard.
Mekalal, a regular person.
Say again.
Mekalal, a regular person.
Could you speak slowly?
Not to curse a regular person.
Not to curse a regular person. 46.
Not to curse a Dayan.
Not to curse a Dayan. 47. Don't say the mitzvah till I finish counting, please. 47.
Not to curse a king or head of Sanhedrin.
You heard that? 48.
Kabis avicha v'simecha.
Kibbud Avim. 49.
Yiras avim.
Yiras Avim. 50.
Maka avicha.
What?
To hating your father.
Not to hit your father or mother is 51.
Cursing your father.
Not Shalei L'Kalil Avim is 52.
Eved Knani.
Which mitzvah of Eved Knani?
Avadi la'olam.
Avadei La'olam. 53.
To give it Eved every Hanaka.
To give it every Hanukkah. 54. Does that apply all places, all times? Yes, hold on. 54. Very good. Not to send them out empty-handed is the lav. It brings you to 55.
Amaha Avriya.
Amma Ivriya, which mitzvah?
To marry Amaria.
To marry her?
Yeah.
Very good. 56.
Not to sell it every the way that the regular slaves
We're
are
going to
sold.
get his whole list, by the way. Not to?
Sell it every the way regular slaves are sold.
Not. Very good. 57.
Okay. Not to give it every avoidance parach.
58. So we just end it right here? All right. I am happy to announce the winners of the Chidon Mitzvahs Championship, Tav Shin Ayin Ches, is none other than the team of every single contestant on that team in the crowd, and their representatives on stage will receive this beautiful plaque, picture of the Rebbe with the Chidon Mitzvahs logo, Tav Shin Ayin Ches, on it. And the winner is none other than the team of Yad HaChazaka. Thank you, great job. Let's give them a round of applause as they exit. Boys, we go. Just a short 5 years ago, the Chidon Mitzvahs was relaunched using the amazing Sararor Yahadis curriculum with a dream that the Chayalim in the 4th grade would study Yahadis Book 1 covering 86 mitzvahs. They would then move on to the 5th grade and learn an additional 145 mitzvahs in Book 2. They would then move on to the 6th grade and learn an additional 145 mitzvahs in Book 3. Making their way up the grades, they would be in 7th grade and learn Yahadus Book number 4 and learn an additional 122 mitzvahs. And finally, in the 8th grade, to learn Yahadus Book number 5, containing the last 115 mitzvahs. This Chidon program, using the Sararor Yahadis curriculum, was relaunched 5 years ago. At that Chidon, 5 years ago, there were just 45 Chayalim in the Chidon. Hard to believe. From them, of those 45 Chayalim in the Chidon, 12 of them were in the 4th grade and studied Yahadus Book number 1. I am excited to announce that today the dream has come true. We have here today with us 10 Chayalim from those original 4th graders who have participated in the Chidon for 5 years and have studied the Sararor Yahadis curriculum, Book 1, Book 2, Book 3, Book 4, and Book 5, and they have mastered all 613 mitzvahs. They deserve an incredible round of applause. And they are none other than from Cheder Chabad of Baltimore, Yeshayahu Zirkin, and Menachem Mendelite. From my Shliach, Yaakov Yosef Heidingsfeld. From Cheder Chabad Muncie, Yosef Yitzchak Wolfman. From Yeshiva Schools of Pittsburgh, Yaakov Moshe Friedman. From Lubavitcher Yeshiva of Crown Heights, Mendel Teichman. From Anash Kinder, David Sherpin. From Lubavitch Boys London, Levi Austin and Levi Patash. And from Cheder Menachem of Los Angeles, Shalom Doiver Cohen. Mazel Tov to these 10 Chayalim who have completed the entire curriculum and have learned all and mastered all 613 mitzvahs. They deserve a standing ovation. Thank you, and Mazel Tov for completing Kol HaTorah Kula. You may return to your seats. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the Executive Director of Tzivos Hashem, Rabbi Yerachmiel Binyaminson.
Hi, I am Rabbi Yaakov Nadler, and I am proud to announce that boys and girls in northern New Jersey have joined the Chidon, and they're starting to learn about the mitzvot. I thought we would get about 20, 25 kids. We're almost at 100 right now. The children are excited, they're passionate.
Hi, I'm a fourth grade student at Yeshiva Noam, and I think this book is really awesome. I'm Cal from Yeshiva Noam, and in Torah Chants we learn a lot of cool and just amazing stuff.
Hi, my name is Gila Haor. My family and I live in Baltimore, Maryland. But one of our daughters doesn't go to a Jewish day school. She attends a local school for children with learning challenges. And here you took a kid who could have felt separate from the community, separate and different, and she felt included, she felt proud, and she ended up in the finale at the end of the game show. And I don't think anybody could have known who would have been more surprised, she or we or anybody else. Thank you so much, Tzivos Hashem.
"34 years ago, the Rebbe started a campaign that every man, woman, and child should learn the Rambam. Either 3 prakim a day, 1 parak a day, or Sefer Hamitzvos. And 6 years ago, a powerful relationship and partnership was formed so that we can revolutionize Jewish curriculum and empower thousands and tens of thousands of children to become familiar with the entire Torah, all 613 mitzvahs. Never in recorded history, since the times of Mordechai Tzaddik 2,375 years ago, has there been such a united effort of children learning together with such dedication, commitment, and purpose. And this is just the beginning. It is growing into so many different communities, so many different languages, and never in our wildest dreams would we have believed that we would be here at the King's Auditorium with 3,500 people and with thousands of children that have learned the Sefer Hamitzvos. This would only be thanks to the tremendous vision of a very, very dear friend of the Lubavitch community and of Tzivos Hashem in particular, Mr. George Rohr. I would like to ask everybody to give him a standing ovation, for this has changed the way that Jewish children around the world, in all different languages, are learning the Sefer HaMitzvos, which the Rebbe wanted for us to do. I would like to call upon Rabbi Moshe Kotlarski, the Vice Chairman of Merkez Liana Chinuch, and a very dear partner in so many amazing projects of Tzivos Hashem, to please present a very, very small token of our appreciation to George Rohr for, in the memory of his dear mother, Sarah Rohr, who the entire curriculum is named after. Rabbi Moshe Kodlarski.
Before I make the presentation to Mr. Rohr, I would just like to say one remark. There are those that are going to get plaques today. The chayolim that will get trophies. There'll be bronze winners, silver winners, gold winners. But in truth, each and every one of the chayolim who have learned the Sefer Hamitzvos is a winner. And a very, very special winner. For what you walk away with from here, the knowledge that you have attained is something that no one will ever take away from you and is the biggest award that you can get. But that is not the only award that you are being given today. You have awarded the Rebbe a nachas ruach and a smile l'mayla of the way the Rebbe has a nachas ruach of the way his campaign for Rambam, Pirush HaMitzvos, Sefer HaMitzvos has taken it to such great dimensions. And for that you deserve the biggest Yasher Koach, the biggest award, for the nachas ruach that you give the Rebbe. The Rebbe's birthday is Yud Aleph Nisan. The Rambam's birthday is only 3 days later, Erev Pesach. You don't imagine, our Chachamim tell us that once one learns something from a tzaddik, learns from a sefer, it's the source of doivavos. His lips keep moving on high. You have kept the Rambam busy a whole year. You gave him no rest for the whole time that you've been learning. He has been learning together with you. And that is an award that you will take with you forever and ever. So now, let us express our recognition to when this was, I have to tell you the truth, when this was presented to Rabbi Kusil Yehuda Rohr right after his mother, a while after his mother passed away, he immediately saw the potential that there was in this dedication to his mother's memory. There was a Chacham in Bogota where George grew up, whose name was Chacham Sharabani. He used to say, "Medaf haben mazel zu the mitzvahs." And you need mazel, when you do a mitzvah, you need to have mazel to it. The mazel that the Rohr family and George has had in Kibbutz Aim, and for his father also, Rab Shmuel Rohr, Olav HaShalom, and for his mother, Marasara Bas Rabbi Kusil Yehuda Aleh HaShalom, is tremendous. So please join me as we present this. Presented Chidon, presented to Mr. George Rohr, acknowledging that over the last 5 years, 6,593 children from around the world spent over 1,318,620 hours learning Torah, mastering the 613 mitzvahs for the International Chidon Mitzvahs, also acknowledging over 10,000 other families whose home has been changed by the Yahada series. May this amazing accomplishment bring a tremendous aliyah for Mrs. Sarah Rohr of Shalom, in whose merit the Yahada series is lovingly dedicated. Chidon Mitzvahs 5778, and together with this, I present to Mr. Rohr, this is heavy, the trophy of the Chidon Sefer Hamitzvos. This award is for dedicating the Living Lessons Yada's curriculum in honor of his mother, Mrs. Sarah Charlotte Rohr, which has enabled the 6,593 children to master the 613 mitzvahs. Please, Rabbi Kusil Yehuda George Rohr.
When no words are possible, no words are necessary. A big yasher koach to all, especially to all the chayalim. Thank you.
Today's event is the Chidon Mitzvahs game show and award ceremony. And we are now ready to move on to the award ceremony, which will be a three-part ceremony. All of the 853 contestants and representatives here from 62 schools around the world, at the onset of the Shabbaton on Thursday morning, they took a 50-question final, a really tough final on their entire Yahadus book that they needed to master for their grade. And part one of our award ceremony, we will reward all the Chayalim who received over, and it's not easy to get this mark, all the Chayalim who received over a 70% on their final on Thursday morning, they will be awarded with the Chidon Plaque, and we welcome them onto stage. They will be introduced by Chani Meleki.
We're introducing our plaque winners by school. Anash Kinder, 6 contestants. Chassidus Club New Haven, 3 contestants. Cheder at the Ohel, 7 contestants. Cheder Chabad Baltimore, 6 contestants. Cheder Chabad Muncie, 17 contestants. Cheder Chabad Philadelphia, 8 contestants. Cheder Chabad of Toronto, 17 contestants. Cheder Lubavitch Chicago, 11 contestants. Cheder Lubavitch Morristown, 6 contestants. Cheder Menachem Los Angeles, 9 contestants. Cheder Menachem New Jersey, 1 contestant. Cheder Menachem Wilkes-Barre, 3 contestants. CMCH Atlanta, 2 contestants. Darche Menachem Crown Heights, 1 contestant. Hebrew Academy, Margate, Florida, 2 contestants. Hillel Academy, 3 contestants. Kesset Torah College, Sydney, Australia, 2 contestants. Lubavitch Boys, London, England, 4 contestants. LEC, Florida, 24 contestants. Lubavitch Yeshiva, Ocean Parkway, 5 contestants. Lubavitch Yeshiva, Crown Heights, 15 contestants. Maimonides Hebrew Day School, Albany, 3 contestants. Maimonides Hebrew Day School, Oregon, 1 contestant. Menachem Mendel Seattle Cheder, 2 contestants. My Shliach, 36 contestants. Ale Torah, Crown Heights, 88 contestants. Or Menachem, 7 contestants. Or Tamim Buffalo, 5 contestants. Tzivos Hashem Long Beach, 1 contestant. Tzivos Hashem Vancouver, 1 contestant. Yeshiva Schools of Pittsburgh, 4 contestants. And Yeshiva's Tomchei Tmimim Lubavitch Montreal, 19 contestants. Please give a big round of applause for all of our plaque winners. And now, please welcome to the stage, Director of Chayolei Tzivos Hashem, visionary, chassid, and 5-star general in the battle to bring Mashiach, Rabbi Shimi Weinbaum.
Wow! Shehachiyanu, v'kimanu, v'higiyanu, lizman hazeh. Who could believe just 5 years ago, 45 chayalim were in that small hall together for the Chidon. And chayalim who were there in that hall, we asked you one favor. And what was that? To bring a friend. And the next year, we had 229. And then we asked you for one more favor, which was to bring a friend. And the next year we had 634. And then we asked you one more favor, which was to bring a... And you did, and last year we had 1,045 chayalim. But we asked you one favor, which was to bring a friend. And indeed you did. And this year, we have with us 1,675 chayalim. And you all deserve the most incredible round of applause. But we ask you today, just one favor. What is that? Chayalim, I don't hear you up here. What was that? I hear a little sound, but I can't hear you properly. What is that favor? So next year, L'Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, we in Mirza Hashem will have double the chayalim that we have this year. Putting together the Chidon has been many months of hard work, not of one person, but a giant team. And I only have a very short time to thank them. I want to first of all thank the one and only person that we rely on, because we don't believe in miracles, we rely on them. I want to say the greatest thank you to the Rebbe. A very special thank you to Rabbi Moshe and Mendel Kotlarski from Merkez Linyanei Chinuch. And of course, the one and only Mr. George Rohr. The Executive Director of Tzivos Hashem, Rabbi Yerchmiel Ben Yaminson. The Director of Tzivos Hashem and of the Chidon, Rabbi Shalom Ber Baumgarten. The amazing people who put together the Yadus curriculum, Rabbi Gershon Eichhorn, Zalman Glick, Shalom Lane, and all the incredible team. The amazing judges, Rabbi Leva and Yosef Zirkin. But there's one person who deserves the most incredible round of applause, who holds the whole office together, who works night and day, the one and only Mushka Green. The amazing staff, Chava Wittges, Esther Zucker, Miral Zirkin, Sturner Kopp, Chaya Mushka Raskin, Chana Cohen, Chaya Kadana, Rachel Korf, Rivka Nemirovsky, Emily and Rachel Katzman. The amazing team on the men's side, Shammai Chaim, Zalman Simon, King Peretz, Lazaroff, Naftali Rappaport, Menachem Hornbacher, and Mendel Nemes. Just the production team of today would have been impossible without our incredible designer and lighting director, Mandy Baran. The video wall and sound by Yoeli Stir from Excellent Sound. Our one and only Chani Maleki. Ellie Marcus. The broadcast by only possible through Chabad.org. The incredible coverage from COL Live. The amazing photographers Almi Tevel, Yisrael Silman, Yisrael Grunberg, Barry Cohen, and Armani. The Shabbaton has been unbelievable. Chayalim, did you have a great time? Was it unbelievable? And Chayalim, this was possible by three amazing people. Shana Zeitlin, Goldie Ohana, and Rivki Itkin. The event today was made possible by Malka Eisenbach, Sarah Cooper, Sarah El Harar. We've had so much help over the Chidon from Mrs. Hirschkopf, the amazing team of Marcus, Shana Marazov, Sarah Weiss, Zeldi Eichhorn, and thank you to all my extended family who helped so much. We had the most amazing boys staff, starting with the leader of them all, and he deserves a massive round of applause for Shalom Lobenstein. Together with Zashitkin, Bachi Bro, Mendel Abalski, Yitzi Astor, Mendy Heber, Shmuley Seitlin, Yisrael Jacobson, Beryl Laufer, Shimon Goldberg, Sroli Blattner, Mendel Greenberg, Label Arnstein, Shimon Goldberg, the amazing kitchen staff, Mendy Kolsky and Ben Zion Turk. We had the most amazing support from none other than Mendel Sorkin, together with Morty Zirkin, Rabbi Yossi Brisky, Rabbi Yaakov Vidal, Rabbi Shmuel Aryeh Hackner, Rabbi Shalom Heidensfeld, Rabbi Shimon Rifkin, and Rabbi Shmuel Wagner. We had the most incredible staff, 87 counselors, and all the runners, a staff of over 100 for the boys Chidon, and they deserve an incredible round of applause. I want to take this opportunity to thank Rachi Bernstein, and from King's Theater, we want to thank Stephen and the amazing staff of King's Theater who allowed us and enabled us to have the Chidon here. But Chayalim, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all experienced something unbelievable here today. The one person who stood here and emceed the entire event, and the amazing amount of time that he put in to be able to make this successful. Please join me in giving a massive round of applause to Rabbi Yeshua Lustig. Chayalim, if I could ask of you to please give your attention to the screens. It's only 2 minutes, but it's a clear message from the Rebbe himself, asking each and every one of us who can strengthen their commitment in learning Rambam, whether it's Sefer Hamitzvos each day, or 1 Perek, or 3 Perakim. I ask of each and every one of you to listen, not only with your ears, but with your heart, with your soul, and make the commitment today to strengthen your commitment of learning Rambam, the Rebbe.
In 1984, the Rebbe instituted a formal study schedule of Maimonides' great work, the Mishnah Torah. In this talk, marking the first completion of the study of Mishnah Torah, the Rebbe discusses Maimonides' greatness and his place in Jewish history.
Wird dort geschrieben, als mir Meshe ad Meshe von Meshe Rabbeinu ben Amro bis Meshe ben Maimon Asfardi is leikom ke Meshe. wo du sie doch verstandig, aber ich schaß mir heute unter dem Tag. Und sie kleiben sich zusammen, Kammer wie Kammer, und die, was haben schön gelernt und halten beim Messiaen sein Heid. Und nachher die, was mesesibische Tiere, haben gelernt, Pere Kechetlayem oder Sefer Hamitzvos, oder mesesibische Tiere noch nicht angeheben, wird sicher des Schuss Rambam See beistehen. Als sie werden anheben unter dem Limut, wo nicht stehen auf die Schone Harboa, auf der Marse Scheni, die anderen aber sie werden lernen, bei Jesser Seis und bei Jesser Reis, in der Nähe von Kiflaim Litushio.
We are ready to continue with our program with part 2 of the award ceremony. But before that, in continuation to Rabbi Weinbaum's speech, it would really be impossible for me, coming from a school myself, representing everybody, to thank all the people who made this possible. The amount of designers, printers, producers, and the list goes on. The professional work that went into making this Chidon a reality is just enormous. But nevertheless, on behalf of base commanders, Chidon coordinators, teachers, and principals, we would like to thank one person who has worked tirelessly for 3 years to make the Chidon what it is. She really made this her project and brought the Chidon to King's Theater in the most unbelievable way. On behalf of all the schools, a very big thank you to Mushka Green. And of course, to the couple standing behind everybody, we owe a huge Yasher Kayach to Rabbi Shimi and Mrs. Zelda Weinbaum. Part 2 of our award ceremony, we will be awarding the Chidon Plaque, which you have already seen, together with the Chidon Medal. This will go to all those contestants who took that final, that 50-question final on Thursday morning. If they got over an 85, they have earned the plaque and the medal for getting over an 85 on that difficult final of their entire book. And I must tell you that this plaque and medal ceremony, we will begin with a very special chayil, who last year, after the Chidon, decided that he too wants to be a part of the Chidon, and he began learning book number 1. And unfortunately, in the summer, he was diagnosed with an illness. Nevertheless, he is able to learn and to communicate, and he was determined, and he studied book 1 for the Chidon this year. And he insisted that his parents bring him to New York for the Chidon. I would like to call upon Chaim Schneier Zalman HaKayin Bornstein to lead all the Chayalim who earned the plaque and a medal. And we would like to wish a heartfelt refuah shalemo kreva to Chaim Schneier Zalman HaKayin Ben Chanomalo. May all this learning be a tremendous chus for our refuah shlema ukreva. We are so proud of you, Chaim Schneier Zalman.
Nash Kinder, Baruch Barak, Shalom Yosef Chaim Rosenberg, Menachem Mendel Sisankin, Yaakov Shafik, Yisrael Sasaver, Nachum Afzin, Yitzchak Yehuda Mitzner, Herschel Spritzer, Ole Menachem Postville, Yirmiyahu Garari, Levi Herzl, Yehuda Herzl, Chassidus Club New Haven, Mendel Kessler, Shaya Kessler, Chabad Youth Boys Melbourne, Australia, Arya Leib Hoch, Schneier Zalman Leshes, Cheder Epi Oihel, Arla Mendelson, Levi Sisonkin, Shlomo Shmotkin, Yosef Yitzchak Tenenbaum, Shalom Vilavik, Yossi Brownstein, Mendel Lieberman, Shalom Lieberman, Yankel Lieberman, Mendel Pellis, Yisrael Shemtov, Yaakov David Vilavik, Cheder Chabad Baltimore, Chaim Meir Bucket, Shua Tenenbaum, Schneier Zalman Bucket, Leibele Druk, Moshe Druk, Elia Light, Menachem Mendel Light, Chaim Slivatitsky, Levi Slivatitsky, Cheder Chabad Monsi, Kisriel Bongard, Zushi Bornstein, Moshe Drew, Shmuel Glick, Menachem Mendel Goldberg, Menachem Mendel Simpson, Menachem Mendel Tauger, Menachem Lepkowski, Yasa Litzman, Avram Yaakov Silber, Elio Teitelbaum, Yosef Yitzchak Wolfman, Yisrael Wiener. Cheder Chabad Philadelphia, Moshe Kaplan, Moshe Goldschmidt, Mendel Cantor, Pinchas Elio Wellerstein. Cheder Chabad Sydney, Australia, Shalom Doiber K. Cheder Chabad Toronto, Levi Eisenbach, Menachem Mendel Altein, Levi Yitzchak Kamen, Yosef Yitzchak Lando, Avram Melkin, Menachem Mendel Slavin, Meir Steiner, Mendel Steiner, Arya Yarmush, Chaim Schneer Zalman Bornstein, Naftali Hertz Hildesheim, Schneer Zalman Karpilovsky, Hillel Lang, Schneer Zalman Malmelstein, Nachum Plotkin, Yisrael Arya Leib Plotkin, Label Zaltzman, Cheder Lubavitch Chicago, Sholem Doiber Hertz, Motel Moskowitz, Levi Yitzchak Schechter, Menachem Mendel Zirkin, Levi Yitzchak Binyaminson, Yechiel Brody, Yosef Yitzchak Hecht, Yaakov Kagan, Zvi Moskowitz, Doiber Silverberg, Cheder Lubavitch Morristown, Shalom Zalman Rosenberg, Meir Blasovsky, Levi Yitzchak Hendel, Levi Yitzchak Tauger, Schneer Zalman Tauger, Nachum Wilhelm, Cheder Menachem Los Angeles, Zalman Leib Belinov, Menachem Mendel Brook, Shmuel Cohen, Mendel Morris, Yehuda Schneerson, Shalom Schwartz, Schneer Zalman Sulami, Yosef Masud Waxel, Yitzchak Velavik, Shalom Doiber Cohen, Menachem Gottlieb, Yossi Heidingstall, Menachem Mendel Kirschenbaum, Aaron Yaakov Macklin, Avram Macklin, Cheder Menachem New Jersey, Menachem Mendel Brownstein, Mendel Garari, Menachem Mendel Kanelski, Cheder Menachem Wilkes-Barre, Mendy Green, CMCH Atlanta, Shraga Charitan, Dr. Menachem, Avi Harrison, Hebrew Academy, Margate, Florida, Avram Baruch Stalik, Hebrew Academy, Tampa Bay, Nisimcha Yarmush, Daniel Yehuda, Lubavitch Boys, London, Mendel Brandman, Shmuel Citron, Shraga Citron, Zalman Cohen, Zelig Yisrael Vogel, LEC, Florida, Sushi Citron, Yisrael Duff, Menachem Mendel Garfinkel, Eli Lipskar, Yehuda Reinitz, Moshe Rosenberg, Shlomo Rubenstein, Shmuel Smith, Meir Spalter, Zvi Wolf, Yosef Barash, Menachem Mendel Diamond, Shmuley Halberstadt, Schneer Zalman Steinberg, Avram Taylor, Yechiel Michel Wolf, Yossi Rubenstein, Lubavitch Yeshiva Ocean Parkway, Elchanan Karolitsky, Akiva Leader, Levi Yitzchak Crown, Lubavitch Yeshiva Crown Heights, Ephraim Arya Barber, Shmuel Simcha Chain, Yitzchak Menachem Mendel Hirschkopf, Menachem Karasik, Schneer Zalman Newman, Yaakov Rosenberger, Menachem Mendel Analyst, Yosef Yitzchak Herzl, Moshe Nelkin, Mendel Rimler, Menachem Mendel Teichman, Menachem Mendel Yarmush, Yaakov Yarmush, Maimonides Hebrew Day School, Albany, Meir Itkin, Nachman Matlis, My Shliach, Levi Blooming, Schneer Zalman Chain, Chaim Yosef Cohen, Schneer Zalman Fried, Mendel Galperin, Mendel Gans, Mendel Gorevich, Yaakov Yehuda Jacobson, Chaim Khan, Zalmi Kiedman, Avram Konikov, Levi Karik, Tzvi Hirsch Matasov, Levi Prus, Muller Prus, Nachi Rosenblatt, Shmuley Shane, Mendel Taftel, Eli Umener, Avremi Volasovsky, Daniel Elio Zaltzman, Berka Chain, Mendel Cohen, Moshe Kor, Mendel Karik, Chaim Yehuda Pesner, Yossi Pekarski, Schneer Zalman Rifkin, Mendel Winner, Zalman Volkovsky, Schneer Zirkin, Ole Torah, Crown Heights, Nachum Yosef Altein, Nissen, Yitzchak Andruzier, Menachem Belenitsky, Yossi Bogomilsky, Menachem Mendel Brook, Menachem Mendel Dubrowski, Benche Duchman, Chanach Edelman, Mendel Fischer, David Kaczynski, Mendel Goldberg, Shalom Goldstein, Nassim Garari, Nachum Garevich, Schneer Halberstam, Menachem Mendel Halperin, Shmuel Hendel, Mendel Exziel, Yechiel Michel Landa, Moshe Lang, Shalom Lerman, Moshe Mochkin, David Akinov, Yisrael Shalom Doikber Oster, Shalom Leo Palace, Mendel Perlstein, Schneer Zalman Polter, Shalom Rotban, Yankela Rottenstreif, Getzel Rubashkin, Muffel Schmerling, Nechemia Segal, Menachem Zassman, Mendel Weisfish, Noach Vogel, Mendel Wilhelm, Mendel Volavik, Shimon Yarmush, Yossi Bell, Jakob Binyamin Bershavitsky, Meir Friedman, Ben Rosenblatt, Eli Chaim Shway, Usher Sherpin, Yosef Weisfish, Yitzhak Yonah Vernick, Tzvi Meir Zalmanov, or Menachem, Levi Yitzhak Reinitz, Menachem Mendel Saal, Menachem Mendel Stalin, Zeb Wolf Bala, or Tamim Buffalo, Schneer Zalman Garari, Shmuel Lapkovsky, Yisrael Akinov, Torah Academy South Africa, Yitzchak Tzvi Stern, Shmuel Meir Goldschmidt, Torah Day School of Houston, Moshe David Trush, Tzivos Hashem Long Beach, Shimshon Safran, Tani Gazinski, Tzivos Hashem Toronto, Yecheskel Goldberg, Tzivos Hashem Vancouver, Levi Biton, Mendel Biton, Yeshiva Schools of Pittsburgh, Yaakov Moshe Friedman, Menachem Mendel Silverman, Chaim Meir Grossman, Menachem Mendel Garevich, Avram David Rosenblum, Nachum Rosenblum, and Akiva Small, Yeshiva Tomcha Tmimim Lubavitch, Montreal, Herschel Ben Shimon, Levi Yitzchak Brand, Chaim Eli Dvorkin, Menachem Mendel Erdvin, Menachem Mendel Fein, Yosef Yitzchak Fein, Schneer Zalman Garari, Eli Cohen Hendel, Moshe Noach Hershkop, Yosef Yitzchak Morozov, David Tzvi Menkis, Avram Menachem Nelkin, Yosef Yitzchak Silberstein, Menachem Mendel Slavin, Levi Yitzchak Zerkin, Aaron Shlomo Ashkenazi, Moshe Ashkenazi, Menachem Mendel Berkowitz, Menachem Mendel Cohen, Conan Fisher, Levi Aaron Hendel, Menachem Mendel Ploskin, and Chaim Yisrael Weisfish. Mazel Tov to all of our medal winners.
And now, for part 3 of the award ceremony, the moment we have all been waiting for. From all the 62 schools around the world, every chayil had the opportunity to participate in the Chidon Mitzvos by receiving the qualifying mark and enjoying the Shabbaton, taking a final and earning a plaque or a plaque and a medal. Each school also had a unique opportunity where they can select 2 chayalim from each grade that had the highest mark on their tests, on the 3 pre-qualifying tests throughout this whole year. Those 2 chayalim are attending this chidon as school representatives. So we have many, many chidon contestants, and we have a select, small group of chidon school representatives. Earlier on today, those representatives participated in the game show and they represented their teams on stage. However, on Thursday morning, remember everybody took a 50-question final? They took that final and an additional 41 questions. A really tough one. That was an international competition where these school representatives were going to compete with each other because there's only 3 prizes to earn in each grade. The bronze Chidon Mitzvos Tafshin Ayin Ches trophy, the silver Chidon Mitzvos Tafshin Ayin Ches trophy, and the gold Chidon Mitzvos Tafshin Ayin Ches trophy. Chayalim, you don't know yet who you are. We are going to begin with the bronze, and we will introduce the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grader. You will come to center stage to receive your trophy, pose for a picture, and then if you're in 4th grade, you're going to go to the first table. And if you're in 5th grade, you're going to go to the second table. And if you got bronze, this is where you should end up after you earned your trophy. So there will be 5 bronze winners. That means that they were in this international competition and got the 3rd to highest mark on those 91 questions on Thursday morning. And it is my great honor to call up and introduce Rabbi Moshe Kilarski, Vice Chairman of America's Linyane Chinuch and a partner of Chayalei Tzivos Hashem, to announce the bronze winners and to introduce to you Rabbi Shalom Mordechai Rubashkin, who has a son and a grandson in the Chidon, to be the one to hand the trophies to the Chayalim. Rabbi Kilarski and Rabbi Rubashkin.
From the 4th grade, from my shliach Mendel Cohen. From Cheder Lubavitch, Chicago, the 5th grade, Levi Yitzchak Schechter. From the 6th grade, my shliach, Schneier Zalman Rifkin. From 7th grade, Cheder Chabad Muncie, Eliyahu Teitelbaum. From the 8th grade, Cheder Chabad Toronto, Levi Yitzchak Kamen.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Kotlarski and Rabbi Shalom Mordechai Rubashkin. And we are now ready to move on with the trophy ceremony, where we will now call on those Chayalim from around the world who have received the second to highest mark internationally. They will be awarded with the silver trophy. And if you hear your name, please come to center stage to receive your trophy and line up on our stage over here. To announce the silver trophies, it is my honor to call upon Rabbi Shalom Ber Baumgarten, Director of Tzivos Hashem and of the Chidon. And to give out the award at center stage, I'd like to call on Rabbi Mendel Kotlarski, a dear friend and partner of Tzivos Hashem.
For the silver, 4th grade, all the way from the Hebrew Academy of Tampa Bay, Nisimchai Yarmers.
Here he comes.
From the 5th grade, Maimonides Hebrew Day School in Oregon, Mendel Mishulovin.
Here he comes, Mendel.
From the 6th grade, Mendel Steiner, Cheder Chabad, Toronto. From the 7th grade, Cheder Chabad in Toronto, Menachem Mendel Slavin. From the 8th grade, Cheder Chabad, Baltimore, Maryland, Menachem Mendel Light.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Baumgarten and Rabbi Mendel Kotlarski. The big moment has arrived for the gold trophy. The single chayil who received the highest mark on the Chidon Mitzvahs Championship in each of the grades internationally. When you hear your name, please come up on stage and line up in center stage after you receive your trophy. Stay right there in the center. And it is my honor to introduce Rabbi Yerachmiel Ben Yaminson, Executive Director of Tzivos Hashem, to announce the gold trophies. And it is my great honor to introduce Mr. George Rohr, philanthropist and a dear friend of Tzivos Hashem and all the Rebbe's Shluchim worldwide, to be the one to hand the gold trophy to the winners.
Is everybody ready? No, that's not good enough. George said he didn't hear. Are you all ready to hear the winner of the gold trophy? Okay, that's the way. So, we are going to start with grade 4. Grade 4, the winner of the highest marks is from Cheder at the Oyel, Yisrael Shem Tov. Grade 5. My Shliach. I wish it would say from where. Mendel Chaim. From Binghamton, New York. Grade 6. From Ole Menachem, Postville, Iowa, Yirmiyo Ferrari. Seventh grade. Tzivos Hashem, Vancouver, Mendel Biton.
Mendel, where are you? Mendel Biton. Here you go.
So we have children that have winners from all over the world. But we can't forget a little bit about Crown Heights. So, 8th grade, Olay Torah, Yosef Weissfish.
Mazel tov to all of our trophy winners, bronze, silver, and gold. This concludes the Chidon Mitzvahs Tavshin Ayin Ches award ceremony. Thank you, everybody, for coming. May we be Zaycha immediately to the time when we will be able to be Mekayim all 613 mitzvahs with the coming of Mashiach B'mheira v'yameinu.